Previously on the season.
Hopefully that's excited you about applying to Boys High to try and be in this jersey one day. I think that's the dream.
Be aggressive to push through there. I thought that was pretty average, that play there, boys.
Before the game, I was pretty nervous because I have a few mates in that team.
If they get this, they go ahead. That's the game pretty much.
I had a little bit of confidence that he was going to miss due to his last kick being a bit short, but no, he still had that feeling that they might slip in with the win.
I had no idea what the score was or the time was when I was on the field, but as soon as they came off, I guess I realised how close of a game was.
After 6 months of training, blood, sweat, and very few tears, it comes down to a single kick in Tauranga.
Yes! Let's go, go, go! Slow it down! It's 21-19. Eyes up, net, eyes up! Get him up, Danyon! Get him up, not long to go! Over! Front up! Yes, good boy! Is that the game? Yeah. Sloppy. Oh, well. Still got the win. Now we made it close, boys. Stressful shit. Took the foot off the throat, mate. That's what happens.
Took some valuable learnings from that. Never take the foot off the throat. Keep going till the final whistle. Pretty proud that we could pull it off. A lot of learnings. It wasn't our best game, to say the least.
Thankful for the weather on the day, actually. If it was dry, they might have got that penalty kick towards the end. The boys were just knackered. They were drained. Yeah, tanks were definitely emptied on that day.
Great teams win even when they play poorly, but this performance has reminded the squad that no team is invincible and victory is never guaranteed.
What was the final score? 21-19. That's what I was like, if he got that kick just then, they would have won.
We rip the H down, we rip the crest. We rip the H down, we rip the crest. We are the Waikato, we are the best. We are the Waikato, we are the best. We wear the jersey just...
Yeah, obviously we're happy with the win, but we knew we should have closed that game out better and it should have been a different score. We shouldn't have had all that pressure at the end.
Well, for me, I wasn't too happy with my performance, but I usually don't mind weekdays. It's just a good learning curve for me.
Give me one for the Voodoo! Voodoo! Give me one for the Saru! Voodoo! Ha! Give me one for the Kuma!
After some tough competition competed in good spirits, the results for the games were as follows. It's not debatable that our debating team lost both of their matches. Our squash teams got squashed, however played very well. And finally, the golfers flew like a birdie as they won overall.
And the quote in this week's diary talks about hope. It talks about being an optimistic person. And I use this quote because I think that is what Boys High is all about. As you gain that sense of optimism by being part of a world which cares and which loves you and which also gives you the opportunity to be successful in your life. The quote is by Nelson Mandela, who I'm sure you have all heard of. Being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed towards the sun and one's feet moving forward. He means that you look for the positive things in your life, that you're always looking for the brightness in your world and not focusing on looking down at the darkness. Always have something in your life that's something you are excited about, moving forward towards it. We've got some wonderful things to celebrate today, and congratulations to all of the young men who did so well. And as I recognise them, I am grateful to them for that very real gift that they are giving us in their success. And I'm grateful to each and every one of you for being the wonderful group that you are this year. And thank you very much for all the work you've done this term, and all the very best for the weeks ahead. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Following two large victories at the tail end of the Super 8, Hamilton have finished top of the table, setting up another matchup with Hastings Boys High School, whom they defeated 26-3 in pool play. But finals rugby is a different beast, one that is difficult to tame. For Year 13 and leadership group member Luke White, life in Hamilton could be faster.
It's pretty good. It's for young people. It can be difficult because there's not a lot to do, like, I don't know, like activity-wise. But it's easy. Everything's close, and yeah, mate's just around the corner.
For White, the impact of the national game on his upbringing has been profound.
Every young kid in New Zealand, just their aim in life as a rugby player and just as a schoolboy is to represent their first 15. I reckon it's just the culture and passion in rugby in New Zealand that makes us succeed, really. Whether it's rugby, rowing, in class, you know, I think Boys High have one of the highest NCAA pass rates in New Zealand. So yeah, it's not just the sporting side of things that succeeds, it's everything else. It was always a big goal of mine to sometime in my time at Boys High to make first 15, but this year I was real determined.
Like most athletes, a mentor often features in their development.
My dad's probably one of mine. He's always pushed me to. He hasn't forced me to play rugby, but because I've always enjoyed it, but he's just pushed me to do my best. And whether I make the team that I want to make or I don't make that team, he's always supported me along that road. So yeah, I think he's probably one of my biggest factors in my rugby career so far. Probably our main goal at the moment would be to make that Super 8 final. We made the Super 8 final last year and won that, so it would be to back that up. The ultimate goal is obviously making it to the national top 4 competition and winning that, but you know, taking small steps, one step at a time, I guess. I think it's just constantly working hard, not always being the best in my position, but just trying everything to, you know, be the best. I am a part of the leadership group. We've got 5 leaders this year. We have a meeting with the coaches and just discuss how the team's going, leading up for the week ahead, and sort of just helping out Hux as a captain, so he's got sort of shares the workload.
Luke White is on top of his game.
Oh, holy, oh my God, this is embarrassing. This is actually atrocious.
As long as that game is rugby.
So what time's training, mate? You got training at
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yep. And you got all the boys there, and they got many away.
Sort of everyone's got to be there this week. I think everyone's back I think everyone's back this week.
Boys are coming through good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Work hard and keep the bodies right, eh?
Yeah.
Be nice when the summer comes, Luke, and get down here for a barbecue and have a yarn and that like we do in the summer. Oh, hey, just a group of mates. We got an old building that we purchased from a local meat company that was pretty run down, and we'd done it up. Some pretty cool stuff on the wall that was given to me for my 50th. Some old rugby jerseys and that, which are pretty cool to have. And yeah, it's just something that we don't use it a lot, but it's here and the kids enjoy it and we enjoy it, and it's here when we want to use it. Boys High has been a godsend for Luke to be able to get into there. He's worked hard, but to get into Boys High, I think should be any young fella's goal really. If you're in the Waikato, it's a top school. Good teachers, the parents around them. It's all about the same thing. Their schoolwork. It's a good culture. You meet some great people. So it's been a great thing for Luke. He's always been a good listener. He's a good learner. I think he's going in the right direction. He looks after his body and he's not worried about the other things that there are in life. He commits to the game, and I'm really, really proud of what he's done with his rugby and, you know, his whole life moving forward.
The next time, boys, we walk onto this field, hey, it's action stations. That's our opportunity. Hey, be confident, don't be conservative, happy to play our game, back yourself, believe in our team, believe in yourself.
11-time winners, Hamilton Boys High, 3 times winners, Hastings Boys. One of those times they shared the title with a draw. Defending champions Hamilton, as we get set for one of the marquee fixtures on the rugby calendar.
The Super 8 rugby final has been televised nationwide, and all eyes of the schoolboy rugby world turn to Hamilton Boys High.
Lovely step there by McEwen. He's still going. He's going close. Taken just short of the line. They need quick ball, Hamilton boys.
Hastings come with their own impressive record, having appeared in the top 4 national championships several times over the last few years, winning in 2017.
They go left. Simple Jordan pass. Simple as that. Lovely hands from Young, the number 10. Real continuity from both teams. Inside ball, lovely ball. The lock, he's still going. He's been tagged, taken just short of the line.
As expected, the two great rivals go toe-to-toe physically, with Hamilton gaining more territory due to their attacking pressure, and the gaps start to open in the defence.
Nice overlap. An opportunity on the right. Showing the sideline, good covering tackle from Hodge for the inside ball. Now an opportunity for the halfback. Hotham, he's been really impressive. And the offload, just short. The ball was back against the wicket. Great work by Dolan, but put it down to Hotham. He has been outstanding in this first half.
What we've got, boys, is an inside defender moving, but moving slowly and late. Hey, we know the slight breeze, boys, we turn around into it. Okay, we're going to have to back our running game, fellas. We need energy, and we need to make our tackles. We need to do all the things we talked about in the shed, fellas.
With a 5-point lead, Hamilton are on the front foot on the scoreboard. But Hastings have more to give in this titanic battle for Super 8 glory. visitors from the Hawke's Bay know a thing or two about expensive running rugby, and they start to flex their attacking muscle.
Looking to use it, they've shown that at Hastings in a lovely break. And the pace, looking for the inside ball. Napa is on in 21 for Hastings and a halfback. Lovely inside ball. Crichton created the overlap, wrap-around play. Brilliant work by Hamilton, the right winger.
So when we work hard to get the ball, we can't kick it back to them like that, eh? Hey, so when we get the ball, we got to back ourselves to run it.
Yeah, let's work now, Mason.
Otherwise, we just kick it to them to kick it back. Hey, so back it, just tell them when you go on, man, we're going to run it, fellas, so get ready.
The game tightens up, but one opportunity is needed to extend the lead.
Advantage, big moment in this game.
Real slow, Mitta, can you do the slowest walk in the world with that tee? Well, because we should be talking now, about how important this next play is. No one can relax here.
Hits it hard, hits it flat.
She's an up and under, fellas. She's an up and under.
On the sideline, one person provides a friendly respite from the rigours of the affray.
Yeah, sleeve it, right. We keep warm. I've got the role as manager, and so on match day I'll get the gear ready and put it in the shed, and the boys can come and get half dressed while the physio works on them. And so I just set up the things to happen. So I make sure that all the tape is there for the physio, the clothing's there for the boys. I make sure that everything happens on the day. I enjoy the game of rugby. I enjoy the boys playing, and I like watching them, and I would like watching them grow. Yeah, they're coming for morning tea.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come over at some point.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
There are far more responsibilities than game day setup for the lady known as Barb, as her role of manager also encompasses the need to guide, teach and comfort.
Oh, I think we do nurture them, and we do look after them and help them on their way. They've got to be well-rounded young men when they leave, so being adults we should be able to help them become those people.
And like anyone associated with Boys High, Barb has her own thoughts and opinions on the first 15.
The boys are fit and they can play the 70 minutes. That is a big thing. We have been quite fortunate. They have quick backs, so they know that we're going to run as much as we can. I have to put it down to coaching. I think Nigel's been an amazing asset to us. He seems to be able to relate to the boys, get inside their heads maybe, and just get them to be the better person that's in there. They are taught in Year 9 respect, and I think a lot to do with the lady headmaster. I think that brings the best out in the boys.
In a town that sometimes wrestles with its own identity, Barb and the Boys High community know theirs, and today, the school is the only place to be.
Out. Put him out. Put him out. Oh.
Wrap-around play. And the intercept. And it looked like for all money.
A team manager needs to be ahead of the game.
Do you want Heath straight away?
No, we're going to grab the captains first.
Oh, that's right.
So we're going to grab Jordan.
And Barbara Clark is already thinking beyond the final whistle.
Are we ref's time?
Yeah, we are in ref's time.
Right. We're in ref's time. We just have to get them out.
And the final whistle, which is only seconds away.
Get him, Joelle.
Will bring an end to the game and start the celebrations.
It's all over here at Hamilton Boys. The emotion is there, they run on. The Super 8 champions for 2019. It is Hamilton Boys who have won by 13 points to 5.
Come on. Quick talk. We're not going to hold them up for long, boys. Huge, congrats, feel it. Enjoy the moment. There's nothing more special in rugby, boys, than the next 3 or 4 minutes. So enjoy every moment of it. You deserved it. Give them a call, go and shake hands, let's go.
T-boy.
Thank you.
You just the best.
The win over Hastings Boys High has secured yet another Super 8 title for the school. but their reaction is as genuine and emotional as it would be if it was their first.
Oh, that was just absolutely the most frightening game of rugby I've ever watched.
That was the game we expected from them.
The result is important, but the elation is attributed to the long and often taxing journey through pre-season and the round robin that has led to a just reward today. The squad's goal was to secure the Super 8 title and then refocus its sights on the top 4. But for now, there is only time to celebrate one achievement.
You tell us when, Wendy, we're going to go on you. It's a big thank you to all of you for all your support. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Oh, there's my love. I was coming to find you.
Oh, that was intense.
I was like, I'll come and see them. I was just desperate. You know what Solo's holding there, boys, is an accumulation of so much work, and it kind of epitomizes life a little bit, fellas. The ability to set a goal and then just a group of people working their butts off to achieve it. And that's the great thing about rugby, and it's the great thing about young men and their lives, that you take that ability to do that, boys, in whatever you do. So today it's about Super 8, and we've talked about it, we've dreamt about it, we've imagined our photo up on that wall there. Isn't that just a very special feeling? You can't ever get that feeling anywhere else then if you have to work really hard at something. So from all of us to you, just congratulations, boys. We just take our hat off to you.
It's a time for reflection, but also perspective, that the trophy is a small part of a much bigger life lesson.
When you're in assemblies at Hamilton Boys, you'll hear deans and senior management talking about values all the time, the values of the school, the importance of values around excellence and courage and service to others. We tag our sports programs onto those values that run through the school, and that way I think we're really fortunate. A young man hears those talks in assembly, then he hears the same talk from his premier coach.
The boys that I think that have excelled is mostly the ones that are really well-rounded, that get that good balance between their sport and their school and their relationships outside of school, that their teachers speak highly of them, and they might not necessarily be excellent students, but they're hard workers. And we have to remember that we're education first and sport second. And in general, we talk about if you get one right, the other will follow.
You know, the school where it's cool to be excellent, it's cool to work harder than everyone else. I think in a lot of schools you've lost that coolness to stand up and be a tall poppy. We celebrate that at Hamilton Boys. The ability for boys to keep improving, to keep getting better.
While one season ends, another begins. Coming soon, the Season 6 follows Brisbane Boys College as they hunt for their first GPS premiership since 1954 in one of the toughest high school rugby competitions on the planet. For more information on Hamilton Boys High School, go to hbhs.school.nz.